Hi and welcome to a brand new video on Level 8 of Vue.js core application. In this video tutorial, we are going to be learning how to build a core application using Laravel and Vue.js, and it's going to be a single page application, so we are going to be using Vue Router. Okay, so stay to this video and you're going to be learning something amazing today. If you have not subscribed to the channel, consider joining the Web School family by subscribing and staying connected with the rest of the videos, so that anytime a video is uploaded, you easily be connected to the videos. So I'm going to show you the application you're going to be building in this video. Okay, so it's essentially like a smaller build where you have books that are present in the library. So you can add a book, you can view a book, you can edit a book, you can delete a book. So simple, it's a core application in Laravel and Vue.js, and we're going to be using Vue Router. So if you watch carefully, you see this is all this route here. This is the home route, and just watch at the address bar here and you see it's not going to reload, but it's taking us to the next page. Okay, so this is all code application. So here I can add a book. Let me say let's say it's a book. You can add a code, anything here. Author, let me put James Bond. So this is a book description. Okay, so if I click on add the book, okay, so it is adding the book here. Now I can view the book's detail. This is it here. From here I can say move to add. I can add another book here. Let's say JS the book code is this. Let's see the book author is John Doe. And description is to say this. Okay, so we have added another book. Now I can see the details of this one. You see this one, the first book is beginners. I can go back to home. Okay, so I can also edit the book here. Now if I want to edit the description, I say new description. So I can update the book here, and when you go to see the details, you see new description here. Okay, if I should also let me edit code here. Let me say okay, so that's our new code. You see here, so everything is reflected here. Alright, so I can also delete. It's going to ask me, are you sure you want to delete the book? No. If you cancel, it tells you no changes done. Now when you delete and you say okay, see delete successful, automatically the book is removed from here. Okay, so we are going to be building that from scratch in this video tutorial, so stay tuned and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so I have already downloaded the Laravel and installed Vue in it. We are not going to be doing that here since it's going to make the video too long. But I've made a video concerning Laravel and Vue installation, how you can set up Laravel and Vue project in your Laravel and Vue in your project. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can go check it out. Go and check it out and then come back to this video and continue learning. Alright, so we have opened the file in PHP Storm. So the first thing I would like to point to you when you open your views, okay, now you have a base layout here that has been set for you. Okay, so these are the base layout of our sites. Okay, this is the base layout of our site here. So what we'll do here, we are going to, I just want to get rid of all of this stuff here provided to us by Laravel, so we can create our own new file. Okay. Alright, so we have a div with an ID of app. Okay, so the next thing I want to point out to you, open your JS file, JS folder. You're going to see a file called app.js. Okay, so this is the entry point to your Vue application when you're using Laravel and Vue. So we are going to be doing some changes in this file. So the first thing we are going to be doing, we are going Bootstrap. We are going to import some files. So let's go and import app from So we are going to be importing all of this. We are going to be importing the app for our app.vue. So currently we don't have this file yet. So this is our routes, our base templates for our project. Okay. For the view, this is going to be the root template, just as here we have the root, which is the app.base. We're also going to have app.view. So this app.view resides in JS. Okay, so which means in this current directory in which we are, in the JS directory, let's create a new file called app.view. Okay, so we have app.view here. What this one says is, in this current, this dot means in this current directory, move to the file called app.view. Okay, so in this app.view, like we said, this is going to be our base template for the view file. Alright, so and in this app.view, we are going to be adding a few things. Let me just copy it and paste so as not to waste much of our time. Alright. Okay, so this is going to be our base layout for the file. This is just command bootstrap. Okay, so I'm adding a nav tag with the class navbar and so on and so forth. So you can just see it's nothing special about it. This is just a navigation bar. Alright, so let's save this. Okay, and we have already created our app.view file. Now we have to install view router in our project since we have not installed it. So we have to install view router in our project, and to do that we say npm install -router. Alright, so view router has been installed in our project. To run the view, you always have to compile the files whenever there are changes made in the JavaScript. So we have a command locally for us that is going to automatically compile the file in the background. So that command is npm run watch. Okay, so we will not always have to come and run them anytime we make changes in our view files. So let's run watch. It is going to automatically watch any changes. It is going to be monitoring any changes made in our view files and automatically recompile the file so as to update the file to view the latest changes made to our file. Okay, alright, so we importing view router, the one we installed earlier. We are also going to be using view Axios, so we are importing view Axios from here. So you see from Axios, import Axios. Okay, we're also going to be importing routes from these dots routes. Okay, so this file is not present yet. This is where we are going to be storing our files. So let's come back here and create another file, another JavaScript file here. I'm going to call it routes.js. Okay, So let me paste all what I did earlier here, so we know how to watch me typing all of this. I'm going to explain all of this here. Okay, now so it is going to import all the components we are going to be using in our app, because it needs to use it in this our view. So this is where we are going to define all the routes here. So this is all our routes. We have one called home, and it's taking us to this. This is the slash taking us to all books. So this one is going to be, this component is going to be rendered in our home page. So this is here when you are going to see all the books here. So this is the all books component. So we have add book component. When you go to slash ads, when you go to slash details slash, it's going to you're going to provide an ID to go to book details. You go to the edit and this is the so for you to use all of these components here, you need to import all of this from here. So it's importing all books from, and all these components will be researching our components in our components directory. Okay, so let me just copy all of those components. Okay, so these are all the components. You have the add book, the all books, the book details, the edit book. Alright, so here you see all of the components here. Okay, so this is still the Route.js. Go back to our file here. Alright, so we are using the view. Using the view router, we are going to use the view access. We are initializing this our router here. This is our view router. So we are going to initialize the switch remote history, then routes here. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to our app.js. Okay, so we've done the necessary imports. The next thing we'll be doing after importing view router and view access, let's use them here. View.use. We are going to use view router that we imported earlier. We are also going to use view access that we also imported earlier. Okay. So let's initialize our router here. Remember, we created our route.js file and we are exporting this routes.js. Okay, and it's in this folder is in a variable called routes. So let's initialize our router here. Let's say new view router. So in this view router, we're going to pass an object, and this object we are going to have attributes. We have node, let's say history. There, let's bring in those routes the value they are exporting in that other file is going to use routes. Okay. Oh, I made an error here, sorry. So view.use, going to use view axis so we're going to write it like that. Alright. Okay. So here we're going to be importing our components here. Okay. So this is an example component that is included in our file when a fresh copy of this is just installed. So let me do a couple of ifs of registration. Let's register all our components here. We have artbook components. Let's say we have here artbook, and this component is found here, artbook, artbook here. Okay. Let's also register all book. Let me just come here. Let me change this one from example component to all book components. All book. Let's say all books. So it is going to come here and look for all books components. Oh, it is, when you look here, is all book. Okay. The next here, let's bring in book details. It is for viewing the book details. Here, the component is book. Book details components. Oh, so in these our files we don't have components, so let me just delete them. That was a big error. Let's delete all of this here. So the next one we are going to import is the edit book components. Edit book. So we have edit book.view. Okay. So these are our components here that we have just registered. So let me just go ahead and delete these example components. Let me just delete it from here. Alright, so the refactor. Okay, so our components folder is clean. next thing we're going to do is in this initialization here. Now it says it's looking for an element with an ID of app. Let's also bring in our router here so that it can be used in the pages. Router. Okay. So this router here is what we're going to use. Then this router is a variable that is being defined up here. Okay, so we say I want to define a variable router. The value is this one that was used right up here. So if it was something else, you just need to come and put this same thing that you did up here. Just come and put it here. Okay, so we are basically done with our app.js. Remember, this component we are already seeing, these are the names that are going to be used in the templates, the blade templates that we are going to be rendering in the browser. Now let's go back again to this our layouts. You see we have app.blades.php. Remember, we made all of these things here. Now if we go to the browser, let us go and run our projects that we have made so far. Okay, so this is our project here. This is our project. Let me go and change our title, the name of the app in .env. If we open our .env file here, let's say Vue.js code. This is going to be the name of our file here. Alright, so when you are running it, refresh, you see this is the basic scaffolding of Laravel 8. Okay, so we have to go to our route in this web.php. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to return home this file here, because this is going to be our app. Okay, this is basically going to be our app. So I want to return, instead of welcome, let's return home. Right, so go to the browser, refresh. Okay, alright, so we are now going to start doing changes here. So I don't want all of this scaffolding that Laravel gives us. Let me just delete. And all what I want to do is to pull in our components. Okay, so in our components, when somebody goes to the site, since it's a book site, let's just show the person all our available books. So let's put in all books components here. Alright, so let's see if it's working. it's not working because we need to compile our assets. Alright, so let me open this terminal for compilation. Let's say npm run watch. Seems like we have an error here. Say can't resolve component all book. Seems we have an error in our app.js. So it says we can't resolve this components called all book. Let's go to our JS components. Say all books. Okay, it's all books, it's not all book. All books. Now when you save, it's going to automatically compile. We have another error here. Can't resolve view router. Okay, so we forgot to install Vue Axios. Alright, so we are just done npm install Vue Axios. Let's go back to our project and run. Still no. Oh, now this is one important thing we are going to add here. Say render. This is very important when you're using the Laravel view. Okay. Now what they're saying is that this app that we are using is our default entry point, is our base view app. Okay, so this is the base view app, and this is what is going to be rendered as a base view out for the entire website. So this is very important. It says when you look for this element, take this app and render it in this element that has this idea of app. Okay, alright, so remember we were importing this app. We have imported this app from here. Alright, import app from .app.view. Alright, okay, so let's go to our browser and refresh. Okay, so we forgot to import view at the top right here. So at the top here, we forgot to import view. So in this is our home page here. It displays the all of this. Now all this UI here, this is it in this our app.view here. Navbar, Darkbar, Dark, and so on. Okay, now I've added two router links. So the way you add a router link, the way you use view router, this is how you do it. You say router link. So view router is automatically going to intercept any link that is defined using router link instead of the anchor element like the href. Okay, so whenever you define a link using router link, view router is going to intercept it to be handled by this route.js here. So it's going to come here and check this slash route and see that you need to import these all books. Okay, and in these all books, just so that we don't waste a lot of time, I have just copied and paste from the project I did here. So here we are defining a container. We will justify. Now in this we are defining a column that is going to span the entire page. So this is a card header. I'm going to call it archive, that is to say our book archives. Now so it's going to hold our book archive. This is it that you're seeing here. Alright, so we are creating a table that is going to have this SN serial number and here. Alright, so now in this body we are checking to see if this variable here, books. Okay, so here we have created a variable called books. In this our script tab we have created a variable called books. So this is going to store our books that are going to be received from the database. Alright, so and we are going to pull in these books. This is the route we are going to use to pull in these books. So I've defined an API route, that is going to handle all of these things. Okay, so So if you open to our API route, let me just paste this here. Alright, so we are going to create a controller. Let me open another terminal for us to so let's PHP artisan make controller books controller. Okay, and this is going to be a resource controller. Okay, so our controller has been created. Let's just come here and import this controller so it can be used in our projects here. So this is the route. Now when you go to the /books, it's going to go to the index route. Okay, going to the index method. Now when you are going to the add book, is the post route is going to store this route. So we are going to have book, and you are going to put the ID at the center here, then /edit. Whenever it sees this pattern, it's going to open the show method. Okay, so whenever we get a route, a get route to the edit / an ID, as I say the book ID, is going to open the edit. So okay, so let's open a controller we created. Now HTTP controllers. Okay, so I have written the necessary code that is needed. Now here at the top we are importing the book, but as of now this our book is not defined. So let's go and create our book model. So PHP make model book. I just give it us with a migration file. So let's open our book model that hasn't been created here. Now in this book we are going to define some few properties. Alright, so protected fillable. This one, it says we can mass field all of these fields here. So the title, the code, the author, and the description. Alright, so if you want to understand what all of this means, we have created a Laravel tutorial playlist from scratch. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can go and check out the links. You watch all the videos if you're a beginner to Laravel. So just be sure to include this in your book model. Alright, so you see when we are in our book, you see it's getting all the books to be displayed, converting to an array so that it can be displayed in our view file here. Alright, so in this all books, when we access this route, we get a response. We are initializing this variable with this book, this response data that comes from the database. We are putting it in this book. Alright, so and in this we are defining the delete book method here. So remember, in these all books here, we are going to have a button for delete, a button for view, and a button for edit. Alright, so these are the methods that we are going to use to edit and to delete the book. So this is a confirm delete here. You're going to ask if you want to delete the book and so on. So this is the all books. Okay, all books. Now when we go to add a book, in the add a book, we are creating a form where the user is going to input the book that he wants to be added in our database, and we have the submit prevent, that is to prevent the natural behavior of this form, of this HTML form, which is to reload the page and to submit it to an HTTP address. Okay, but here we are preventing the default behavior so that this our JavaScript function can handle the inserting to the database, so that we are going to have an SPA. Okay, so it's going to the route /API/book/add. So remember, in this our routes.js, anytime we go to /add, it's going to come and call this our add book component here. Alright, so when we get the response data, we are logging the response data in the console. So this one is just for testing purposes, and then we are redirecting you back to the home. So anytime you add a book, it's going to redirect you to the home so you can see all the books, all the new book that has been added, and this is where you handle the error. So if there's any error, it's going to be displayed in the console right here. So this book details is simple. You just have a method created that is to access all books that are present in the database when the component is created. Okay, so this one is a lifecycle hook, a created method. So when the component is created, it's going to access all the books in the database, and then it's going to store it in this our books variable. Alright, so this is where we explore the magic of Vue.js. Now we have attached a view model to each and every input that we have, so that each time this variable changes here is going to be reflected here. Alright, so we have book title, book code, book author. So anytime we receive data from the database, it's going to initialize this variable, and because this variable is initialized, so the changes are going to be reflected here. Okay, so we're going to have all our information as in the database right up here. So, and in this edit book, we are also doing the same thing here, but we have added another method here, that is to update the book. Now when the user clicks on update, it's going to access this route with all the parameters, and it's going to pass in this book here, this book that we access and initialize when the component is created, so that we can access the information here. So since we have the information that has been initialized here, we are going to pass the information anytime changes are made. We are going to pass the information so that it can be registered in our database. When you open the books controller, you see created is just returning you the add book. Now this is the store. This is just basic Laravel. Okay, So now when you go to our browser and refresh, we see that when you go to Artbook, we have our Artbook from here. Let's say Laravel for beginners. You're given any code, a name, book description. Now when you click here, nothing happens. Let's go to F12 and see we have errors here. See, request field status code 500. Okay. Okay, so we have error because we have not defined our migration for our book model. Alright, so let's go in and define migration for our book model. Let's open migrations book. Alright, so here we have book title, the book code, the book author. Let's open our database migration file. Alright, so here so we are going to have title, the book title, paste a couple of them. Okay, so here we are going to have book code. Here we are going to have the book author, and here we are going to have the description. Okay, so let's go and migrate PHP. Oh, we have an error. For some reason it is using our, let's go to our .env file. Okay, we have not changed the name here. So our database is We have created a database level. Let's go and check it. Level view code. So this is it here. Okay. Level view code. Alright. So let's migrate. Another error. Okay, so we have migrated our database. Now when we go back to our form, we click add, so we can add a book here. So it's returning the success message, book successfully added. If you open your books controller, you move to the store. Okay, so this is the book successfully added that is being displayed right at the console here. So we have added a book. Now you see I can view this book here. This is the book we added. I can edit the book. This one, in the book code. Let's edit it. Let's update. Okay, so you see all those things are being reflected, and I can delete the book here. All these are done with the power of view router. Alright, so we have been using view router here. So when you come to all books here, the route that is taking us to the details here is done using this view router. You see, router link is how you use view router to link to another page. Okay, so if you want a single page application effect, all your routes should be converted to view router, and this one says it's taking you to details. Remember, those details are defined in this our file called route.js here. Alright, so this is the details here. This is add here. This is the name of the route. Home, name of the route. Edit, name of the route. Yeah. So whenever this route edit here is clicked, view router is going to intercept it and take also the edit book components. Okay, so basically it's not really that complex. These are just the simple things that are done here. Alright, okay, so let's do a basic recap. Let me just give you an overview of how this is working. Alright, let me just close everything here. So how do we start? Okay, so remember we started by defining our routes here in this JS. In this app.js, this is the entry point of your Vue application. So from here we're importing a view and we're importing a bunch of components, a bunch of things here, which is the first one. We're importing app.view and Vue access all dependencies that we need, so we're importing them here and we're defining our router. So we are releasing our components here and then we are arranging this our base templates, this one, this app.view here, we are arranging it in this our layouts file here called app.blade. Okay, so we are arranging it here. Now this is the home of our application, which is inheriting from this route here and is doing nothing much than just calling our root. Okay, so when it's calling our root components, it's calling the all books, and in this all books, when you open our component, you see this all books is defining all the books that we have in our database, which we have seen earlier. Alright, so this is it. If you have any issue, any complaint, any worry, or if there's anything you don't understood, you want me to do the tutorials in detail, just write it down in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. If you need assistance or you need help in your project, just also write it down in the description below and we are going to get back to you. If this video has helped you, consider giving us a thumbs up, click that like button, subscribe to the channel so as to continue receiving amazing videos from this web school. Join the web school family today to learn it, to know it, and to master it. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.